Hey guys, welcome to another pickups video. What is this one? March? March. So, wow. I don't know why I thought it was some other month. I thought it was like June.
I'ma be that nail in your coffin, saying that I soften. I was ducking down to reload, so you can say your petty explanations. I don't have the patience before you even say it. I know you let your pride or your ego talk slick to me. No, that is not the way I get down. And look at how you lose your composure. Now let me show you exactly how the breaking point sound. You let your pride or your ego talk slick to me. No, that is not the way I get down. And look at how you lose your composure. Now let me show you exactly how the breaking point sounds.
I'm not done yet!
Anyways, it's March, so basically, this is the month of my birthday, and we still have from when you're watching this video, I think we have 2 days in? This is like the second or third day of April, so my birthday's already passed on Saturday. I don't know if I'm getting anything Saturday, because it is currently right now Thursday night into Friday morning. I was actually looking at it right now, it's actually 12:40, so it's Friday night, or whatever, Friday morning, I mean. So, anyways, I don't think I'm going to get anything whatsoever other than clothes and whatever for my birthday. If I do, I'm going to throw it in to the April month, just because I feel like it's more relevant, so there's that. Anyway, so I'm going to get to this faster than the past pickups, because I have a time frame I know I'm going to go through, so anyways. So this one's from a thrift store I never go to. I was next to it because I went to a Toys R Us, and there will be a Toys R Us pickup here in a second too. I picked up Sonic the Hedgehog shaped puzzle piece thing. I don't ever see these ever, so I wanted to pick this up before, well, you know, some other person picks it up. I think I bought it for, here it is, $1.99. If you don't know, I actually bought it at not Greenwill, Goodwill, which I don't ever go to because I hardly ever find anything, so I found something at Goodwill. So there's that. There'll be more, of course, stuff for Goodwill stuff. So anyways, let's get to just some smaller things before we get to the game. So here we go. We got some DVDs. No lie, we have literally some DVDs. Oh, it's our DVD soundtrack. We have some soundtracks. So the first one is The Simpsons Songs in the Key of Springfield, the original music from the television series. I don't know how rare this is or anything, because, well, there's like a billion songs in this thing. There's 39 songs on this thing. 39! So there's that. Got this from a thrift store, a Savers, if you know what that one is. So there's that. The next one here is I think I also got it from Savers as well. Aladdin, the motion picture soundtrack, the official soundtrack of Aladdin. You know, Prince Ali, God, I can't read anymore. Arabian Nights, One Jump Ahead, Marketplace, you know, there's probably like a whole new world in there. So anyways, you know that. You know those. So, this one's not a soundtrack, but it's a demo, but I think it's the only demo I got in this month, so it is from Ricardo, got it from Ricardo, which is the PlayStation Underground Jump Pack, which has Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, NASCAR Rumble, Spider-Man, Siphon Filter 2, Speed Punks, games that nobody really cares about until like Medieval 2, Hot Shots Golf 2, The Legend of Dragoon, probably a big one, you know, I like Spider-Man and Tony Hawk really, big one, Tomba 2, The Evil Swine Return, so there's that. So it's pretty sweet for that one, 100%, because, well, other than trying to buy the damn game for like $300 or whatever it is nowadays, or buy it for like $7 or whatever it is on PSN, you can play the demo, so there's that. Alright, so the next one here is Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. I actually got this one from KSL, which is a local Utah, Idaho, Wyoming website that people can sell, look at news, weather, stuff like that. So, yeah, someone was selling Final Fantasy VII Advent Children soundtrack. It's complete. The case itself, the jewel case, is kind of messed up a little bit, but it's not that bad. So as long as I just keep it like that, I'll be happy. So that's based off the movie Advent Children, if you don't know. So next we're gonna go to the movies. So I actually got some more movies I wasn't really anticipating on really getting, so there's that. Let's go through, just in whatever order. We got the movie Pixels. I like video game related movies, so I like Pixels in a way. It's not the best movie ever, but I like it for what it was, Pixels. There's that. Got it from, like, I think, the Swami. The next one here is The Sandlot. This one I got from the Goodwill as well. So there's that. I like The Sandlot, the original Sandlot. I like the best, you know. You're killing me, Smalls, so there's that. I don't like the sequel or anything like that. So this one, I actually kind of liked the movie. It wasn't that bad. I first saw, like, I think it was like Blockbuster, actually. I think. Or Hollywood Video before they went under. The Social Network, which is the Facebook movie. That one, if you don't know what it is, because like the movie's hard itself to take out, so it just takes a minute for it to take out. So if you don't know what it is, just Google search it. If you know what it is. The next one here is actually a movie I liked when I watched in high school. Or maybe junior high. The Outsiders. I remember had to read a book about something like this from like a school like project. So I read like a short version of it, so I liked it. So it's pretty good. So Outsiders. Next here we have is the Linkin Park Frat Party at the Pancake Festival DVD. I don't even know. It's Linkin Park and I like Linkin Park, so I got it. So there's that. The next one is I'm not gonna lie, I found this at Savers as a thrift store, and it's pretty beat up. It doesn't even have the Blu-ray. I just like, oh my god, it has a DVD. So I was like, okay, sure, whatever for what it is. So it's the new movie. It's Saban's Power Rangers from Lionsgate, but it's missing the Blu-ray, and it's the only other game. The only other DVDs in there is Lion King, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. That's great, because now I have Lion King 1 and 2, so that's good again. So yeah, I got that, and I'm okay there's no Blu-ray. It's one of the movie, really. Technically, just checking on the time. Okay, the next one I've been looking for this movie. I've been looking for this movie for like a long time. Ever since I wanted to start collecting movies based on video games, which that's why I got Pixels. The first one I really wanted to get was Scott Pilgrim vs. World, which I did get that about a year ago. I finally found this one at the exact same freaking store that I got Scott Pilgrim from, and it took them forever. I've been asking for this movie like several times. I told them like, do they have it? Do they have it? Do they have it? And I never asked them if they could, ship it to me, because if they ship it to me, they're gonna know it's specifically for me, and I wanted it to be shipped to the store because no one's gonna be picking up the movie, The Wizard. I've been wanting to pick up The Wizard for the longest time. I know it's a big commercial for Super Mario Bros. 3. And I just like it. I like it. The whole idea of going back as a kid, is watching this again. The first time I actually ever watched this was actually from Hollywood Video, and then again on Netflix. Cause I just spaced out on it. I didn't even know it was on Netflix until I saw it. And then like the last month it was ever on Netflix, it was gone. And then, which I just like, what, 2011, 14, 13, I don't really remember. So there's that, and now I finally own it again. I know I can watch it like, what was it, on Xfinity or whatever on Comcast. I know it's on that, but I'd rather have the movie. I've been wanting to get the movie for a long time. Got it for like $8. I was like, yeah, dude, yeah. So, get the star, Jimmy, get the star. So there's that. So, okay. Next ones. Oh, man, come on. I hate when doing this part. Okay. Let's see here. Checking how much time I got. Okay. We got some mangas and a novel. So the novel I have here is, I like collecting these. Halo Solentium, the Forerunner Saga Book 3. I like getting these little novel-like books because I like Halo a lot. And who knows, maybe I'm going to read all of them, so I like Halo a lot. Anyways, next ones are Star Trek the manga. This one's based off Kanishinoki. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. I don't even know it was a manga for Star Trek, so there's that. I did get a lot of other mangas for, manga books, but I'm not keeping them. I'm keeping the ones I want to keep personally, and I'm selling the rest out. So, the next one here is the Naruto Saga, the unofficial guide for an essential search for every anime fan. Essential. I can't read. So here it is. That it just tells you everything about certain things. I don't know. I don't want to read all of it. So there's that. And of course, the other manga here is Dot Hack, The Legend of the Twilight, Volume 2. I have Volume 1 for the longest time. So now I have Volume 2. So pretty happy about that. Alright, next. We are... Where are we on the time frame? Okay, so let's go through... Okay, we got here for the Vita is Valhalla Knights 3. Got it for, I think, $10, whatever's at the Swami. So there's that. I need more Vita games, so like I said, there's that. Next, here we have the one and only Sega Genesis game we have is Beauty and the Beast Roar of the Beast for the Sega Genesis. I got this one at Game Changers on State Street, so there's that. So I never heard of this one, so I was like, oh dude, it's complete too, I'm gonna buy it for sure. It's like $8 I think it was. So there's that. I keep saying there's that a lot, so sorry, but there's that. All right, next here we have here is Justice League Task Force for the Super Nintendo. Literally what it says on the sticker. They're $12.99, so well, a little cheaper because I got like a discount because of a membership there. But anyways, haven't been looking for this one very long. Mostly been looking for the Genesis version, but I'm okay with having Super Nintendo, so I'm good. Next, here we have is a bunch of NES games. We have is, let's see, let's start from like least to greatest, I think, I don't know. We have some pretty good ones I just haven't had before. We got Astyanax, or Astyanax, or how you pronounce that name, whatever, how you say that name, so Astyanax, or I don't know. The NES Complex, I'm going to say it, so. Next, here we have is Snake, Rattle, and Roll for the NES. Got it for $7 at Gradewell. So, Astyanax was the Swami. So next one here is Cobra Triangle from Game Changers. Got it for like $5. So pretty happy about that. Something I've been looking for a while. It's one of my favorite ones. Next here is by Ricardo again. Of course, we have here is a big one, but to me it's not the biggest one to this one. Shatterhand. We got Shatterhand for this Nintendo, so there's that. I don't know how much for this one. I think I actually got it over traded. This one I know I paid it $40, which I know 40 sounds like a lot for this one game. Monsters in My Pocket. Came with the sleeve, so Monsters in My Pocket. Been wanting to buy this since I saw Cal's Crazy Let's Play this, and then like everybody wanted to talk about it like after that, like within a year. So there's that. God damn it, I wish my phone stops doing that. Okay, there we go. Well, it's on low power mode. Anyways, so next here is the 64. We have Duke Nukem 64. Got it from Ricardo. I don't remember how much I paid for. I don't. So it's like $5, I think, maybe. So there's that. Next ones we'll be going to is the original Xbox. This one is Worms Forts Under Siege. I think I got this from $10 on Swami. Different seller. I don't know the seller, so we're just selling randomly, and it had this. So I was like, yay! So there's that. Next here is the let's do this one. The Nintendo Wii U. I got this one for like $5, I think, because of my discounts and all that. Scribblenauts Unlimited from GameStop. Been wanting to pick this up since like ever. Also want to pick up the DC comic book one on the Wii U as well. So there's that. So yep, I have like 1 or 2 more games left to go for Wii U or whatever, and then I'm done. I keep saying that a lot, but yeah. Next here we have is PS2 games. First we have is Zone of the Enders. The first game for $6 has me on the back, and I got from Gradewell. Zone of the Enders. Next we have Zone of the Enders 2, the second runner, which I already own both of these through the Zone of the Enders collection on the PS3, but I wanted to get them anyway, so yes, and they're both there at Gradewell at the same time, so right next to each other, like they have to be destined to be together, which that's probably from somebody's collection. So next one is World Heroes Anthology from SNK, so I don't see this ever. It's from the same seller when I bought Worms Force, so I got it for $10. And I got Alien Hominid for I think $14 from the Swami from a seller named Pikachu. We as in a lot of sellers don't know his real name as Swami, so we just call him Pikachu because he was obsessed with buying Pikachu at stuff related whatever at a time, so we all call him Pikachu. So Pikachu, bought that guy for like forever. The last thing was like Godzilla like 2 years ago, so there's that. Because he doesn't have the best prices. Anyways, the next thing is we have Curse Mountain. Got us from the GameStop. Like, I forget, I don't know, like $5. We have a game called Saint for the Wii. I think it was like $3, $2. Season 2 of Sam Max Beyond Time and Space. I think it was like $4 from Game Changers. Now this one I did not buy, but it's something I got for free because I asked for it at work, and I told them I needed it, so they were happy to give me this, and we got it another useless generic GameStop case. So now I have Wii Sports, the case with my game. So now it's official. I have the case for it, and I don't have to ever look for this thing again because I really been wanting to look for just a case of Wii Sports for the longest time. So thank you for that. I know it's free, but still, I mean, I wanted that case for the longest time. So there's that. I'm gonna go a little bit faster. Okay, so I decided to go back to make another video because, well, I felt like I was speeding up some of the pickups and I didn't want to do that as much, so I went back to some of the most important things that I wanted to talk about as well, including giving them their own spotlight other than just like kind of going fast on them. So back to the PS1 stuff. We got Ark of the Lad collection, and if I already said back to this, I mean as in I deleted it out, the original part of the end of the first video, and now I'm on the second part of the video, which is now the full video of what you're seeing now. So I'm going normal speed on these other than just like, hey, look what I got, and then go to the next one. Yeah, I know you saw it for a second, but still. Anyways, Ark of the Lad collection. I didn't even know it was on the PS1, really. I only knew the PS2 game. I didn't know about this one at all, and this one is a 5-disc set. So this is Ark of the Lad, and then there is, hold on if I can get that. 2. There you go. Ark of the Lad 2. Then there's Ark of the Lad 3. Right? So I close this part to open up the back part. And of course, once one's loose. Like always, you always do that. Alright. Then we have Ark of the Lad 3 Disc 2. Right? Ark of the Lad 3 Disc 2. And then we have Ark of the Lad Monster Tournament. Right? And then you think that's all of the Ark of the Lads. No. There's another one. Oh my god. There is Ark of the Lad, the making of. This is huge. There's 5 discs. I don't think I've ever seen 5 discs in anything like this. I know I've seen 4, but not 5. I don't think I've ever seen 5. I could be totally wrong. Maybe I've seen 6 at some point, but never 5. So it's pretty insane. So yeah, thank you to Ricardo again that got me this. Super nice guy. Thank you again. You know exactly who you are, Ricardo. So, all right. So, next one here is something I actually been looking for a long time, and Ricardo did have this at the time when I was trying to get it, and I got other games as well because I just had more money to spend on those other than spending a lot on this game. Which, well, I've been wanting this game for a long time. Ever since I got the first game, and that is Tales of Destiny 2. Tales of Destiny 2, I think it's really called Tales of Eternia for Japan. So this is basically Tales of Eternia / Tales of Destiny 2 for the PS1. I've just been looking for this for a long time. I'm a big Tales of fan. I haven't played all of them, but I love just the whole idea of their story, and I just like it. So I know it's more like a Final Fantasy kind of thing, but I prefer Tales of games more than Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. That's just me. I'm a Tales of guy. I'm just saying straight up. I'm a Tales of guy at the top like 5 RPGs in Japan or whatever it is now. So I'm a Tales of guy. So by Namco, Bandai Namco. So Tales of was it Destiny 2 and Eternia. So I'm very happy about it. I finally got this one. Thank you again to Ricardo. Again, thank you. So disc 1, and then of course there's disc 2 and 3, which is a disc 3 disc set. So happy. Thank you, dude. Thank you. All right, next here we have is some 3DS games. So if you don't know, I'm still going for 3DS. Not because they're still making new games, because I still have to go back on some older games to pick up. So we got Mario Golf World Tour, which I never took off the freaking sticker, which I can tell you I bought like for I think like $14, $13, whatever it is, because of my employee discount, and I got it for the Elite membership as well. So there's that. I'm just trying to get it off here. It's not. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not trying to hide it. I don't want the sticker on there. That's really it. It just bothers me a lot. I was going to buy this because I was also trying to think of like, oh man, I might want to buy other stuff, which is probably more important to me. Which it's true. I wanted to buy other stuff, which is more important to me. But you know, part of the collection, and me not having this, I'm going to go crazy about not having it because it's a Mario game. it's gonna go by pretty fast. And of course, there's one on the back too. God damn it! And I was, forget it. Come on. Can I take this one without? There, without any problems, any issues. So yep, there you go. Mario Golf World Tour. I don't remember if it was good. I know it for sure it's better than Nintendo's Open, but still, there's that. Next one here is Detective Pikachu. It's still unopened. It's still in its case. It's still sealed. I just haven't got to it. I would like to play this game when I get the chance for sure. And no, I did not get the amiibo, the giant size Detective Pikachu amiibo. I have holded it. I saw how it looked like. I know how much it was. But the problem is, it doesn't do much for the game. That's my only problem. I didn't want to get it for that reason, so I was like, okay, not getting the amiibo. I'll get it when it's on clearance and or if it's pre-owned. I just didn't want the amiibo. It's just, I like it. It looks neat. It looks fun. It looks great. But I just didn't want it because the functionality is pretty lame. So, yeah. So, Detective Pikachu, can't wait. And this is one game I actually kind of just try not to spoil myself at all because I wanted to experience it like a Professor Layton game or Phoenix Wright. And if it's something like that, oh, okay, cool. This looks Sherlock Holmes-y. That's even a word. Anyways, talking about amiibos, we have here is the Mega Man amiibo I got from GameStop. You're probably saying, you never had a Mega Man amiibo. No, I never had a Mega Man amiibo. Or maybe I do, I just don't remember it. But still, I got Mega Man amiibo. I got it for the exact price of an amiibo would go for, and well, I needed this guy. I still need some amiibos for Super Smash Brothers. And it just randomly, they started throwing in GameStop some amiibos, because, well, we're all getting hyped for, you know, Smash Brothers for Switch, so that makes a lot of sense. Except when on the back of it, it still says Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo Wii U. I don't know if there'll be a update once we get the official name for the Switch version, but still, we'll see till then. If it isn't, just keep it the same name. We say, oh yeah, it's compatible with the Wii U or compatible with the Switch version. So it's most likely what's going to happen, but we're going to have to wait and see for sure. Alright, next here is another amiibo set. It is, when I say set, I've never picked up this. It was like, what, 2 or 3 amiibo sets for Smash Brothers, and I'm missing, what was it? I'm missing, for the retro pack, I'm missing Rob and Game & Watch. Not really like crazy about Game & Watch, but I'm still gonna have to need him at some point, and of course there's Rob I need to get. But I know I can buy him separately from Smash Brothers, like online, like just him separately as the Famicom or the NES version, depending on who you like as Rob. So there's that. But there's another pack a lot of people don't know of. So, or maybe you do know, I just kind of forgot, which I kind of forgot too when I saw it. The Mii Fighter pack we have here is the Brawler, Gunner, and Sword Fighter. I'm not opening these because, well, I'm probably never going to use these. So I got the amiibo set for them. So I like that. If you don't know, I actually made a whole video about / documentary of my last visit to Toys R Us. That video is not up yet, by the way. It will be up in April. I don't know when in April, just in April. I can't tell you the specifics. I don't personally know myself. So in April, that'll be a thing. I am excited. I finally got this. I was right next to some Pits and Ryu's amiibos, which those two were on clearance. I already have them too. So gonna miss Toys R Us. Of course, I'm gonna go to Toys R Us at least one more time before their official close, which I think it was like May something. So I have a little bit of time left still, a month and a half at least. So I'm gonna go visit them again to see how much more sales is going on and see what's left. Because I originally wanted to go to Toys R Us to go see if I can get a Dragon Dagger or the Morpher for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So didn't happen. So they got this instead. Still a good win. Still a good win for them. All right. Next we have here is the Sega Saturn games. Now I got this from a seller on Facebook. I've never done it. I recently actually this counts actually. Come to think of it, I have myself here is a new phone. I have a brand new phone. This is a iPhone 8, just regular 8, not 8 Plus. I just wanted the 8 because it has a lot more memory than the 8 Plus, and well, I know a lot more problems with the 8, and plus my charger that I have from all iPhone 5s, including an iPhone 4, and I believe 7 and 6, they all use the same freaking iPhone charger. So of course I'm going to go with the regular iPhone 8, which I'm happy with. And really, I never had so much memory. I feel like with disposable memory, I can just forever use, which I never had that option for me. I've had it before, but when I get more apps and updates and stuff, it started slightly declining, and I now don't want to use that all for my old phone. I still have it. But this one, I feel super positive. I'll tell you exactly how much memory I'm using right now on this phone. I am using, let's see, I have 241.53 gigabytes left of available memory. The capacity is 256, so I'm basically only using 12 gigabytes out of everything on this phone. And that's just me on my apps, as in Twitter, Snapchat, Messenger, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Netflix, Instagram, Skype, Pandora, Crunchyroll, GroupMe, eBay, GameStop, Vine Camera, Angry Birds, Plants vs. Zombies 2, Sonic CD, Twitch, Pokemon Go, Hulu, Amazon, GarageBand. And those are just the main ones I wanted to get. Those are the main ones I wanted to get. And I still have so much memory. Oh, and WWE Network. And there's so much I can go. And that's all I really wanted to get. That's like very impressive to me. I can actually put music on that. That's very impressive to me, because I can actually. Oh, it was actually something I wanted to do for myself because it worked. Because I was trying it out for the first time for me when I got the update, the screen capture. So I screen captured this. Oh, my bad. I'm so dumb. Okay, come on. It's not gonna do that? Okay, that's lame. Well, let's see here. Let's see here. Come on, turn around or something. Alright, well, regardlessly, I wanted to just... Okay, I can't do it. I wanted to just show you guys that, okay, whatever. So I recorded that off my phone, and it's to me it's just amazing. I know a lot of you is like, well, man, I've been doing this for like 2 years. Like, okay, awesome. I have never had the opportunity, chance to ever do that, and I'm super satisfied I can do that now. Super happy. Well, anyways, let's go a little faster, I guess, huh? Besides that, we have here is Nights into Dreams for the Saturn. We have Virtual On Cyber Troops for the Saturn, and we have Clockwork Knight for the Saturn. 3 big games I've actually been looking for on the Saturn that I found on that Facebook store thing, which I'd never used, which I used for the first time, and someone was selling Saturn games, and I'm like, hey, how much for these games? And he said all 100. I'm like, okay. Which I'm like, well, how much just for these 3 games? And I was thinking like he's gonna go up high. He probably wants to sell all of it as a bundle, or I have to buy all of them, which is not a bad thing either. But he said 65, which I was like, dude, yeah, I'll buy these 3 for 65. Especially Knights and Clockwork Knight, which goes for a lot, including all 3 go for a lot, more than 65, basically. So yes, I'll buy all 3. So I was very happy about that. Next here we got some Pokemon card. I got 1 Pokemon card. It's Heatran. They gave us away when you bought Pokemon packs from GameStop. I just got it because, well, we're giving them away at a point now. So there's that. Next ones are PS4 games. We have here is Night of Azure 2 Bride of the New Moon. I don't even have the first game. They're like, why do I have the second game now? Basically, this game got dropped to $20, and I was actually there when I'm actually changing the price. So basically, I got first dibs on the game, and yes, I knew how a lot of people wanted to get this game, and I was just lucky to pick it up because I was the one changing the price. So the first game still goes for like $30 or whatever now. So this I got it for $20, and because it was a brand new copy, of course I wanted to buy it. So it was the only one in the store. So for me, it's a very obvious choice to get it. Next, here we have is WWE 2K18. I have not bought a brand new WWE game in so long. The last newest actual game I ever bought was WWE 2K14. Not during the year 2014. I'm talking about the year 2017, I think, or even late 2016. So this game was like $5-10 back then. But now I got WWE 2K18, which I think I got for around $25. So this game is constantly on sale. Get it if you want it. If you're a wrestling fan, I wanted to play it really badly. So I'm like, well, you know what? Because I'm actually more invested in WWE from the last few years. I feel like I'm pretty invested in the pay-per-view events and all the episodes of Raw and SmackDown and 205 Live and some of NXT. So I was very excited to see if I can get into this. And I can, but I do not like the gameplay whatsoever. I like the original SmackDown versus Raw play style because it was so much fun. And I'm not talking about the original like SmackDown and Raw. I'm talking about the one when they combined it like 2005 or whatever year it was. So that I like that play style. It was so much funner. Well, Here Comes the Pain was actually the best game ever, but still, regardlessly, I like wrestling. So we got to rate 2K18, and that's all I have to say about it. So okay, back again. My camera's dying, so I'm trying to record now, just off like any battery juice I have left. So let's talk about Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. I like it, big fan of it. Of course, I wanted to pick it up. I'm actually liking this so much better than Hollow Realization and Lost Song, especially Lost Song. So there's that. Now the last things I bought for this month, besides phones, games, mangas, soundtracks, movies, well, 2 games left actually. I got 2 more things to show you. We got here Scribblenauts Showdown for the Switch. It's still sealed. It's a $40 game. It's on sale at GameStop, and it was for $20, so I bought it right away because it was the last copy we had for the Switch. So not right away. I had to wait the next day because we closed our register, so I couldn't buy it. So anyways, I had to wait the next day. So I got Scribblenauts Showdown. I miss Scribblenauts so much, so I wanted to get it again. And of course, I got a big Switch game this month, which was Kirby Star Allies. I played it for like at least 40 minutes. Tail Shadow X as well, and I liked it. I liked what I was playing. It was like a mix of Kirby 64 Crystal Shards, Kirby Superstar, and Kirby Dream Land, and I think there's another Kirby game, I can't remember what it is right now. But a little bit of, I think, Triple Deluxe, but still, I liked what I was playing. So, Kirby Star Allies. The last thing. Buzz and Woody from Toy Story. Right, Buzz?
Are you ready for adventure in uncharted space?
Maybe. Woody?
Hey, howdy, hey! My name's Woody.
There you go. So, of course, these both work. They are missing. He's missing his helmet, and he is missing his hat and gun. So, that's technically what they're missing. But realistically, I'm just happy in general I got these, because I was not expecting to get these within the same month. I was just happy to get this in general. It was like basically a week from each other that I got it from. I got you from the thrift store for like $1, and I got you from the Swami for like $5. So I was very impressed. I got basically all 6 on for just these 2 guys. So, hold on. There we go. I wanted to open up your wings. So there's that. So again, Woody, hold on.
Hey, howdy, hey! My name's Woody.
You said that already.
A cowboy without a hat is like a yodel without a hay.
True. And Buzz?
Come on, we have a galaxy to save.
We
Let's
do.
go.
So, once again, everybody, thank you all for watching. I'm not going to go through everything again, but really, I was just happy that I got all this month. And of course, it's my birthday in like 2 days, or when you're seeing this, it was actually 2 to 3 days ago. So, if you want, you can wish me a happy birthday. Wish me a happy birthday on Twitter if you want to. Okay, anyways, once again, the camera's still dying, so I'm happy that I got everything I got. So, once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment below, and see you all for the next one. Anyways, it's 1:24 in the morning. You'll be seeing this, like I said, 2 or 3 days after my birthday. So, till then, everybody, thank you for watching. This is all for the next one. Bye-bye.
Hey, howdy, hey!
See,
Chaos Control!